In one big green, each service site has its own service site card. This is the central place where you manage site-specific details, set up services, and review everything that is currently happening, or has happened, at that site. This includes completed and upcoming service visits and deliveries, open and resolved issues, assignments, replacements, and performance against budget. Let's walk through these sections one by one. When you click on the service site name, the first tab you'll see is Service Site Info. To create a site, you only need two things: a name and an address. To enter the address, simply start typing and select the correct option from the dropdown. Although you enter the address as text, the system immediately geocodes it. This allows one big green to guide technicians to the site and automatically validate their check-ins and check-outs using geofencing. All other fields in this section are optional and can be updated at any time. At the top of the Service Site Info tab, you can add a service site reference code for unique identification, assign the site to a division if your company operates across multiple territories, and select the customer industry. You can also add general notes about the site and upload instructional photos, such as an entrance photo, or files like floor plans or planting schemes. The next section is where you set up services. One big green supports 3 service types: interior, exterior, and floral. Each site can have one or multiple services. Some companies also create separate services of the same type when they are covered by different contracts, follow different schedules, or are handled by different technicians. When creating a service, we strongly recommend assigning both a technician and a supervisor. This helps ensure smoother data flow and more accurate reporting later on. All service settings can be updated at any time. While setting up a service, you can mark it as active or inactive, define visit frequency and contract type, and add key dates such as contract start, contract end, and installation date. As soon as a service is created, you'll also see a shortcut to its display list. Interior and exterior services often have different plant displays, so each service has its own inventory. At this stage, the list will be empty, which is expected for a newly created site. We have several step-by-step videos in our knowledge base that show how to add inventories manually, via spreadsheet, or using photos. Next is the site-specific instructions section. This is where you document how to access the site, where to park, how and where to deliver products, and where technicians can find water sources. All of this information is visible to technicians in the mobile app. Keeping it well organized saves time and reduces friction, especially when technicians rotate between sites. Right after that, you can define the site structure by setting up floors, zones, and rooms. This is particularly useful for larger locations, as each display can be assigned a specific location within the site. This makes service execution, support, and reporting much easier. The final section in this tab is Contact Details. You can add up to 3 contacts per site and specify their role, for example on-site contact, billing contact, or emergency contact. Now let's take a quick look at how this all comes together once the information is filled in. This is an ideal setup, but you don't need to do everything at once. You can add details gradually as you collect them, and if you are onboarding an existing portfolio, you can import service sites in bulk using our spreadsheet template. This process is covered in the video Importing Service Sites via Spreadsheet. In addition to the Service Site Info tab, there are several other tabs focused on daily operations and performance. The Visits tab gives you an overview of completed and upcoming service visits, deliveries, and unplanned activities, with shortcuts to the related reports. You can also schedule new visits or deliveries for this site directly from this tab using the plus icon. The Assignments tab shows all open and completed assignments for the site. The Issues tab shows open and resolved issues. The Replacements tab provides an overview of all open and closed replacements. In each of these sections, you can also create a new item for the site using the plus icon. Then, there is an All Site Notes tab. Here you will find a full list of all site notes your field team left when doing the service rounds or deliveries to this site. And if they attached any pictures, these pictures will also be here. Last but not least is the Budgets tab. This is where you can review how one or more services at this site are performing against the budgets you've set. Filters at the top allow you to select the service you want to analyze, for example interior or exterior, and choose the type of time you want to review: service time, commute time, other time, or total time. The chart shows your actual spending to date, along with a projection through the end of the year if the current pace continues. A second line represents your target, making it easy to see whether the account is trending within or beyond budget. If spending is consistently above target, it may be time to adjust how time is allocated. If there is still room under the target, that's a good sign. The same logic applies to replacements. Select the service, and you'll see whether you are over or under budget for the current year, previous years, and the combined multi-year view. Bars shown in green indicate spending within budget, while red bars signal overspending. Your budget target is shown as a dashed line. These visual cues are designed to help you make better decisions, both in how you allocate your team's time and how you manage each site overall. With this overview in hand, you're well equipped to spot risks early and keep your service operations running smoothly.